Good morning, museum friends and families. It's Miss Teal from the San Diego Children's Discovery Museum of Escondido, California. Today, you and I are going to be doing a watercolor resist based on California artist Emmy Lou Packard. Emmy Lou was born outside of San Diego in an agricultural production area called the Imperial Valley. Her dad helped people do a better job of raising crops there and also taking better care of themselves in the process. This always stuck with Emmy Lou as her whole family was involved in activism. That means that you do something that you believe in, and conservation, which means you take care of nature's resources. She became a large activist in starting the Headlands State Park. The Headlands State Park is along the coastline of Central California. So here we have a picture that she did. It's a woodblock print. Woodblock prints are when you carve into wood and you put inks and dyes on them and press them into paper. Can you see all the amazing sea creatures that you would see in our tide pools? Well, yes, we have sea anemones here and fish and sea urchins, all of which really do live in the beautiful tide pools of what we call the intertidal zone. That's the area between the ocean and the beach. Today, you and I will be making a tide pool with 2 paper plates, tape, scissors, crayons, and a pan of food dye with a cap full of vinegar and some water in it. You'll also need to have a brush as well to do your painting with. Shall we get started? The first thing you're going to do is to make the letter U somewhere in the middle of your paper plate. Then you're going to take both sides of that U and turn them into tentacles, curve up and down and around, and it will look something like this when you are done. The very next thing you will do is add on 6 more tentacles, because if you're an octopus, that's how many wonderful arms you have. Draw 2 big eyes in the middle of what you can see is their head. And you have an octopus. Boom. To draw the sea anemones that you'll find very often in a tide pool, I suggest starting off with a green crayon, because most of our sea anemones out here are greens and blues. Draw a few. They'll attach themselves to the bottom of the tide pool. And then put another circle inside, kind of like a donut. You can add more color later, but they look a bit like this. You can also make sea stars or sea urchins. Sea urchins are round like your sea anemones. They're always purple out where we are in California. In fact, we have too many of them. And then so you'll draw a purple sea urchin and then draw their spines in, which are just spikes that come out from the sides and the tops of the sea urchin. Go ahead and color your picture in. Get inspired. Do a lot of coloring in bright colors because the next step looks super cool when you've used a lot of bright colors. Did you enjoy drawing your octopus in sea life based on Emmy Lou Packard's artwork? Well, here comes the fun, magical part. Crayons are made out of a waxy substance, so they resist watercolor. So our watercolor again is a few drops of blue egg dye and water in a cap full of vinegar, which I think really makes for the colors to bite into the paper a whole lot better, almost like watercolors you buy at the art store. So the very first thing we're going to do, friends, is in our tide pool, we're going to take our brush and then lightly just go around and around the outside edge. Don't try to color the whole thing in because the white looks like foamy water. And the texture of your plate helps a lot with it looking like foamy water where the waves come into the beach. Go ahead and finish, and you'll notice that wherever your brush has been, the wax from the crayons pull through, and you can still see all the beautiful colors of your sea life. Go ahead and finish painting, and I'll meet you back for the next part. Now that you have finished coloring your basaltic rock that circles your tide pool, all you have to do is take a few pieces of tape and secure it, and you're done. I hope that was fun for you today to learn about Emmy Lou Packard and the tide pools of California. For more online activities, go to our website at www.sdcdm.org. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. We'll see you next time. Keep creating and making art.